Hello dear students, in the last video we have covered preparations as well as the physical properties of amines. In today's class, that is lecture number 4, we'll continue with the chemical properties. In the chemical property, the first chemical property is basic character of amines. Now we'll discuss why amines will exhibit basic property. Very simple, if you take any amine like RNH2, I have taken one of the amine. In amines, nitrogen is having a lone pair on it. Then because of that lone pair, because of availability of lone pair, then amines are having a tendency to donate this lone pair. As well as amines are having tendency to accept proton. Okay, I'll repeat. Then amines are having electron pair donating ability, as well as amines are having a proton accepting tendency. Both these properties explains its basic character. I'll repeat. Electron pair donating ability is also called a basic property, and proton accepting tendency is also called as its basic property. Because of these two reasons, our amines exhibits its basic character. Right. Now we'll discuss some reactions relating to their basic character. Because being basic nature, they will react with acids and will get corresponding salts. See here, NH2. Of course, nitrogen is having a lone pair on it when it is reacted with any acid, HX. Now what happened here, amines, lone pair donating ability is there, as well as proton accepting tendency will be there. Then it is having a proton accepting tendency as well as a lone pair donating ability. Then due to that reason, we will get its corresponding salt. It is donating electron pair to hydrogen. Means HX means H plus and X minus, of course. We will get NH3 plus X minus, will get corresponding salt. Being basic nature, when it is reacted with acid, we will get corresponding salt. Not only this amine, will take aromatic amines also, of course, aniline. When aniline also reacts with any acid like HCl, it is donating electron pair to H plus of HCl, will get corresponding salt, that is anilinium chloride is obtained. This is also salt. Right. Then being basic nature, when they reacts with acids, will get corresponding salts. Okay, and here the nature of these salts, if you observe, I mean solubility of these salts, if you observe, these salts will be soluble only in water. These salts will not soluble in organic solvents. Next, when these salts reacts with sodium hydroxide, reacts with sodium hydroxide, will get back our parent amines. See here, when this salt reacts with sodium hydroxide, will get back its parent amine RNH2. Along with that, the byproducts are NaX and water. That's it. Whatever the salt we are getting, that salt, if reacts with sodium hydroxide, will get back its parent amine. Then here also, this salt also reacts with sodium hydroxide, will get its amine. That is nothing but aniline. Aniline is obtained. Along with that, we'll get the same byproducts. That's it. Okay. Right. Now, the basic property of these amines, can be better explained in terms of their Kb as well as pKb values. For that purpose, we'll take some equations like this. Right. I'll take here RNH2. One of the amine I have taken. When amine is reacted with H2O, H2O contains H plus and OH minus. Already known to you, Miss amines being basic nature, having tendency to donate electron pair or having tendency to accept the proton. That's why from water it is accepting proton, H plus. Then after taking proton, why it is taking proton? Because it is having a lone pair. Okay, that's why after taking proton, it is converted as RNH3 plus, RNH2 and H plus, RNH3 plus, and remaining part is OH minus. After some time, what happens here? Equilibrium is existed. And at that equilibrium, if you apply law of mass action, then according to law of mass action, there is equilibrium constant K is equals to products by reactants. Products by reactants. Already law of mass action we have learned in our first year equilibrium topic. Right. Now products concentration RNH3 plus square bracket, because it is indicating its concentration, into OH minus divided by RNH2 square bracket into H2O. Right. It is equilibrium constant. Now here it is a water concentration. Water concentration is also constant only. That's why this water also I will cross multiply here. K into H2O, because it is constant. K into H2O I will represent with another symbol, that is nothing but KB or NH3 plus into OH minus divided by R in H2 only left. R in H2. That's it. This is KB expression. Then here B representing base. Right. Means it is a product concentration by reactant concentration. Now why we have taken this equation means the basic nature of amines can be better explained in terms of KB as well as its corresponding PKB also. We will write PKB. Wait. Then here important thing is these two are in the numerator, this is in the denominator. Here very simple. If KB as well as OH minus both are directly proportional to each other, means if OH minus concentration increases, obviously KB value also increases. If OH minus concentration increases, KB value increases. If OH minus concentration increases, basic nature increases. If basic nature increases, means KB value increases. For strong bases, KB value will be higher. Right. Then I will see the relation between KB as well as PKB, just like H plus and pH type. Then we will have the relation, that is PKB is equals to minus log base and KB is the relation. Now here PKB, KB both are reciprocal to each other. Means if KB is higher, PKB is lower. Therefore, then if OH minus concentration increases, obviously KB increases, but PKB decreases. That's it. Means for strong bases, remember, for strong bases, OH minus concentration is more. If OH minus concentration is more, KB value is more. But KB value more, but the PKB value will be less. That's why as far as strong bases are concerned, their KB values will be higher, but PKB values will be lower. This you have to remember. Then how will get KB and PKB? KB and PKB values are experimental values. Okay, these values are obtained from experimental data only. Right. Now we will discuss about the relation of basic nature between ammonia as well as amines. Ammonia versus amines. Ammonia versus amines. We'll just see the basic nature relation. Who is having, which is having more basic property, which is having a less basic property, we'll just discuss them. According to experimental analysis, PKB of ammonia is nearly 4.75 experimental value, and PKB of amines, it may be primary, secondary, tertiary, of course, range is from 3 or 3.1 to nearly 4.2 or 4.3 range will be there. I'll repeat. As far as ammonia is concerned, PKB value is exactly 4.75. As far as amines are concerned, their PKB values are from 3 to nearly 4.2 will be there. If you observe what we are understanding, just now we have discussed for strong bases, PKB value will be less. I'll repeat, for strong bases PKB value will be less. That's why then amines, if you observe, their PKB values are from 3 to 4.2, means here PKB values are less, ammonia PKB value is more. That's why when amines as well as ammonia, both we are compared to each other. When we are compared to each other, obviously amines are more basic nature. More basic nature comparing with ammonia. This we have confirmed from experimental analysis. I'll repeat. Ammonia pKb value is more. Amines pKb value is lesser. Based on pKb values, we can easily tell that amines are more basic than ammonia. We'll see its reason also now. See here reason. As far as ammonia is concerned, of course nitrogen is having lone pair. It is having a lone pair donating ability. That's why it is showing basic property. There is no doubt in that. Now we'll take primary amine RNH2. Of course, there also nitrogen is having lone pair. Now we'll take secondary amine also. And I'll take a tertiary amine also. We'll just compare among them. Right. Now, here ammonia, nitrogen is having lone pair. Here also having lone pair. Here also having lone pair. There also nitrogen is having lone pair. All are having a tendency to donate electron pair to others. Means all are showing a basic property, no doubt. But we are comparing them. When we are comparing to each other, very simple. If you take ammonia, there is no any alkyl group linkage. But as far as primary amines are concerned and secondary amines as well as tertiary amines, if you observe, then alkyl groups are connected. But first of all, we will see tertiary amines. In case of tertiary amines, we will have 1, 2, 3 alkyl groups. Alkyl groups already known to you, they will exhibit plus I effect. Plus I means electron pair, electron giving ability will show them. That's why it is alkyl group, it is also having electron giving tendency, it is also electron giving tendency, it is also electron giving tendency. Because of that reason, what happened here at nitrogen, electron density will be increases. If electron density increases, electron pair donating ability definitely more. I'll repeat. Here 3 alkyl groups are there, all are showing a plus effect. All are having electron giving a tendency will be there. Because of that reason, at nitrogen electron density will be more. Because of more electron density, electron pair donating ability will be more. Therefore, when we are here, if you see, we'll have only 2 alkyl groups. Comparing with the tertiary, at secondary, electron donating ability will be less. In case of primary, we will have only 1 alkyl group. Here again, electron pair donating ability is still less. If you observe ammonia, no alkyl group. That's why your electron pair donating ability is still less. That's why, according to this, we can conclude that amines are more basic than ammonia. I'll repeat. All amines are more basic than ammonia because all amines are having alkyl groups. Because of that alkyl groups, at nitrogen electron density will be increases. Because of high electron density at nitrogen, electron pair donating ability will be more. That's why they are having a more basic in nature comparing with ammonia. That's why ammonia being lesser basic nature, having a more pKb value 4.75. Amines are more basic nature, that's why pKb value is less, nearly from 3 to 4.2 range will be there. Right. Now, if you observe primary, secondary, tertiary, among these 3 amines, which is having a still more basic nature, obviously tertiary is having a more basic nature, then secondary, then primary, then ammonia will write. This is basic nature order. Okay. Next, here one important point we'll going to discuss now. The basic nature of amines or basic property, basic nature of amines or order of basic nature of amines. The order of basic nature of amines. We will write order. Here first, number 1, in gaseous state. In gaseous state, we will write one order. Second one, which is important one, in aqueous. In aqueous state or in aqueous solution, we will write one order. Once again, Here we'll write decreasing order of basicity. Here also we'll write decreasing order of basicity. We'll see the difference. I'll repeat. As far as the gaseous state is concerned, just now we have discussed the highest basic nature is the tertiary amines, because more alkyl groups are there. Then secondary amines, then primary amines, then normal ammonia. This just now we have discussed its reason. Why tertiary amine is more basic nature? Because tertiary amine contains 3 alkyl groups. Because of that reason, at nitrogen electron density is more, electron pair donating ability is more. That's why its basic nature is more. Where in gaseous state. But very important point is in aqueous state. In aqueous solution, then same order will not be followed here. Here order is quite different. What is its order? Order is like this. Instead of tertiary, your highest basic nature is secondary amines. I'll repeat. In aqueous state. In aqueous state, secondary amines are highest basic nature than primary and tertiary amines. Once again, in aqueous state, secondary amines are more basic nature than primary and tertiary. Then here question arises here. Why secondary is more? Then what about a relation between, what is the order of a primary and secondary? Whether primary more, primary as well as tertiary. Whether primary is more or tertiary is more. Which is more, that I have not confirmed still. That's why now I'll explain its reason. In aqueous solution, why secondary amines are more basic in nature comparing with primary and tertiary? This question has asked many times in the various competitive examinations, remember. Okay, try to understand its reason carefully. I'll repeat. In gaseous state, it is a normal reason, general reason. Here more alkyl groups are there, obviously more is the basic nature. But in aqueous solution, secondary amines, unexpected secondary amines are more basic nature than primary as well as tertiary amines. Now here we'll discuss clearly its reason. See here. Right. Here in aqueous solution, the basic nature of amines depends on stability of ammonium cation. Repeat. In aqueous solution particularly, the basic nature of amines depends on stability of their corresponding ammonium cations. So what is the meaning? What is meaning of this statement? See here. Suppose primary amines. Then in aqueous state means in water. Water means H2O, or we can take H plus, of course. We can take H2O, doesn't matter. Then what happened here? Then it is a proton, nitrogen being lone pair, it is taking proton. That's why we will get R NH3 plus in case of primary amine. What about secondary amine? R2NH. In water, of course. H plus is part of water, taking proton. You will get R2NH. R2 NH2 plus. Next, tertiary amines. Are right here, tertiary amines. H plus. We get NH plus, right? Now, what is the meaning of the statement? Means in aqueous solution. In aqueous state, of course, the basic nature of amines depends on stability of ammonium cation. See here, as far as primary amines are concerned, it is ammonium cation. As far as secondary amines are concerned, it is its ammonium cation. As far as the tertiary amines are concerned, it is its ammonium cation. Suppose If this cation is more stable, just imagine, if this cation is more stable, suppose, then what is the meaning? Meaning is, if this cation is more stable, means here this primary amine easily donates electron pair or easily captures proton, and you will get that compound, that cation easily. Once again, suppose if this cation is more stable, suppose, then here proton accepting ability is more. Proton accepting ability is more, means its basic nature is more. Suppose it is not a more stable cation, just imagine, it is not more stable cation, then obviously your proton accepting tendency will be less only. Means in aqueous solution, basic nature of amines depends on stability of ammonium cation. Blindly remember, if a cation is more stable, then its corresponding amine basic nature is more. If this cation is more stable, then its corresponding amine basic nature is more. Then immediately we will get some questions, that is, how to decide the stability of cations? How to decide the stability of this ammonium cations? Then on which basis will decide? Then here we are getting one cation, here also we are getting one cation, here also we are getting one cation, of course. On which basis will decide their stability is question mark? Because without knowing the stability we can't say which is more basic, which is less basic. That's why here these three cations stabilities can be explained with the help of three factors. What are those three factors? Means number one, plus I effect. Inductive effect is one of the factor to explain the stability of ammonium cations. Second one is extent of hydrogen bonding is another factor to explain the stability of ammonium cations. Third one is steric factor or steric hindrance, we can say that. Steric factor, third factor, which explains the stability of these three cations. Once again, in aqueous solution, basic nature of amines depends on stability of ammonium cation. Blindly remember, if this cation is more stable, obviously primary amine is more basic. If this cation is more stable, obviously secondary amine is more basic. If this cation is more stable, then obviously tertiary amine is more stable. Then here question arising then, how to decide the stabilities of these cations? To decide the stability of these three cations, we'll use three concepts. One is inductive effect, one is hydrogen bonding, one is a steric factor. Now we will discuss clearly regarding these three factors. Then why we are discussing these three factors? These three factors we are discussing to know the stability of these cations. See here carefully. First I explain inductive effect, plus effect. Number one, of course. For that purpose, once again I will write like R NH2 primary amine is protonated from aqueous, of course aqueous solution. You will get R N H plus its corresponding cation from primary amine. Then we will go to secondary amine. Of course protonated. Then R N R H right. It is a cation of secondary amine. Then we will go to tertiary amine. You get corresponding cation. Right. All three cations are obtained. Now we have to decide whether this cation is more stable or this cation is more stable or this cation is more stable. Then the stability of these cations, and now we will discuss based on inductive effect. That too plus inductive effect. Very simple logic. That is, First we will discuss about cation related to tertiary amine. Suppose if this nitrogen having plus charge, this nitrogen positive charge in nitrogen having a 1, 2, 3 alkyl groups are there. Then alkyl groups are having tendency to donate electron pair. Suppose if this alkyl group is donating electron pair to this positively charged nitrogen, suppose if this alkyl group is donating electron pair to positively charged nitrogen, immediately what happened? This plus charge dispersed from here to here. Suppose if this alkyl group is donating electron pair to positively charged nitrogen, then the positive charge is dispersed from here to here. Exactly, this alkyl group also donates, a positive charge is dispersed here. Means here a positive charge dispersion takes place on 3 alkyl groups like this. Because of more alkyl group, more dispersion takes place. Where in case of cation of tertiary amine. But if you take a secondary amine related cation, we will have only 2 alkyl groups. Means dispersion takes place only among the 2 alkyl groups. Here dispersion takes place among the 3 alkyl groups. Of course here dispersion takes place only 1 alkyl group. Means here important point is, if more dispersion, I'll repeat, if more dispersion of positive charge, more is the stability of ammonium cation. More is the dispersion of positive charge, more is the stability of ammonium cation. If more is the stability of ammonium cation, its corresponding amine will be more basic nature. That's it. Means if you compare this ammonium cation, this ammonium cation, this ammonium cation, this tertiary related ammonium cation is more stable. That's why its corresponding amine will be more basic in nature. That's it. Why it is more stable? Because here positive charge is delocalizing. Positive charge is dispersing among more alkyl groups. Because here we are having more alkyl groups. More dispersion, more is the stability. Lesser dispersion, less is the stability. That's it. Therefore, according to inductive effect phenomena, what is the basic nature order, basic character order? Of course, tertiary is more basic, then the secondary, then the primary. If you want to get right, last ammonia. Right. One order has confirmed. And of course, it is not final. It is not final, remember, because the stability of these ammonium cations are decided by 3 factors. One is inductive effect, second one is hydrogen bonding, third one is steric hindrance. Till now only 1 factor we have completed. Don't confirm this answer, remember. Now we will go to second factor, that is hydrogen bonding, extent of hydrogen bonding. Once again, what we are discussing? We are discussing the stability of these ammonium cations. Suppose if this cation stability is more, its corresponding amine is more basic nature. Then according to inductive effect, it is more stable. Why it is more stable? More dispersal of positive charge is taking place. Obviously, its stability is more and its corresponding amine is more basic nature. That's it. Now we will go to second one is hydrogen bonding. Okay, second factor I will explain now. Hydrogen bonding. Right. Once again, I will write same equations for that. Please try to understand. R NH2 H plus is part of what? Of course, we get R N H H is of course primary amine. Sorry, plus charge. Secondary amine. Tertiary amine. Protonation is taking place. Right. H plus charge. Now we will discuss about second factor, that is hydrogen bonding. According to hydrogen bonding phenomena, which cation is more stable? We have to decide now. Very simple. Very simple. That is, if you observe the ammonium cations, where we are having a more number of hydrogens, Obviously, from primary amine related cation is having a more hydrogens. We'll have 1, 2, 3 hydrogens here. Secondary amines related cation is having just 2 hydrogens only, as well as tertiary amines related cation is having just 1 hydrogen only. That's all. Now, here blindly you have to remember, if a cation is having a more hydrogens, obviously it will form, because this hydrogen is involved in one hydrogen bond with one water molecule. This hydrogen is involved in the hydrogen bonding with another water molecule. This hydrogen also involved in the hydrogen bonding with another water molecule. Means this cation at a time is forming 3 hydrogen bonds with 3 water molecules. Right. Come here. Here we'll have only 2 hydrogens. That's why this hydrogen is forming a hydrogen bond with one water molecule. This hydrogen also is forming a hydrogen bond with another water molecule. Means here 1, 2, 3 hydrogen bonds are there. Here just 1, 2 hydrogen bonds only there. Come here. Here we are having only 1 hydrogen. That's why it is also forming hydrogen bonding with a water molecule. Means here we'll have only 1 hydrogen bond. Here we'll have 2 hydrogen bonds. Here we are having 3 hydrogen bonds. We are discussing about second factor, hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding, what it is explaining? It is explaining stability of ammonium cations. Right. Now, according to hydrogen bonding, what is the conclusion? What is the conclusion? Very simple. If more hydrogen bonds are forming, then its corresponding cation is more stable. That's it. More hydrogen bonds, cation is more stable. Less hydrogen bonds, that cation is less stable. I'll repeat. More hydrogen bonds, more is the stability. Less hydrogen bonds, less is the stability. Therefore, according to hydrogen bonding, now order is completely reverse. Reverse means now this cation is more stable. If this cation is more stable, then corresponding amine is more basic nature. Means here, according to hydrogen bonding, primary amine is more basic nature, not tertiary. Why? Because this cation is more stable. Why this cation is more stable? Because it is having a more hydrogens. Obviously, more hydrogen bonds are possible. That's why it is more stable. Corresponding amine is more basic in nature. Therefore, according to hydrogen bonding, the order is like this. Then order is first primary, of course. Ammonia will decide later. First primary, then secondary, then tertiary will come. See here, order completely reversed. Order has just reversed. Repeat. The stability of cations are not only decided by one factor. Remember, not only decided by one factor, it is decided by 3 factors. One is the plus effect, second one is hydrogen bonding, and now we'll go to third one, that is the steric effect of alkyl groups. We'll see third factor. See here, first factor, second factor, both will get a different, reverse order we are getting. That's why only with one factor we are not deciding the answer. Now we'll go to third one, steric factor. Steric factor. Very simple. Very simple. According to steric factor means the repulsive forces between bulky groups. So, according to steric factor, then if you take the tertiary amine, particularly tertiary amines related cations, if you see, then there is a problem in the formation of hydrogen bonding. I'll repeat. In case of tertiary amines related cations, because of bulky groups which are adjacent to each other, repulsive forces are existed. Because of repulsive forces, here obviously hydrogen bonding formation tendency is less. I'll repeat. According to steric factor, tertiary ammonium related cation hydrogen bonding formation tendency is less. That's it. Tertiary tendency less means obviously primary cation tendency is more. That's why according to steric factor also same order will come. That is primary, secondary, then tertiary. According to first factor, tertiary, secondary, primary. According to second and third factors, primary, secondary, tertiary. We are getting. Once again, I'll write all 3 orders like this. Tertiary, okay, we'll write clearly. According to first factor, tertiary, secondary, primary. According to second factor, primary, secondary, tertiary. According to third factor, also primary, secondary, tertiary. Right. Now, which is correct? Which is correct? We have to decide. Very simple. Here, tertiary we are getting first. Here, primary we are getting first. Here also primary we are getting first. Then all three cases, in all three cases, one is fixed. Because tertiary, here it is getting first, here it is getting last. Primary, here we are getting last, here we are getting first. But in all three cases, secondary position is constant. Remember. Secondary amines basic character nature is fixed. Because here it is a middle, here also it is a middle, here also it is middle. But a tertiary, primary are changing the places. Tertiary as well as primaries are changing the places. Secondary place is fixed. That's why by merging all three factors, we will get a new order of basic nature of amines. According to the new order, by merging these three factors, we'll get a new order. In that order, unexpectedly, secondary amine we are getting a top priority because we are merging. Therefore, after secondary we'll get a primary and tertiary we'll get. Unexpectedly, secondary amine is coming to first rank. Secondary amine basic nature is more compared to the primary and tertiary. Next question arises. Okay, secondary we are giving first rank. Now after secondary, whether primary will come or tertiary will come, which amines will come is again question mark. For that purpose, we will discuss some more points. Right, okay? Here according to first effect, it is according to second effect, it is according to third effect. By merging all three factors, unexpectedly secondary amine is coming the first rank. Its a basic nature is more. After secondary, whether primary will come or tertiary will come, we will decide now easily like this. Right. Now, suppose if alkyl group is smaller alkyl group, that is a very smaller alkyl group is methyl group. Particularly methyl group will remember. If alkyl group is smaller, that is methyl group only methyl group. In that case what happened? In this, hydrogen bond predominates on plus I effect. I'll repeat. If our ammonium cation contains very smaller alkyl group, that is methyl, in that case hydrogen bonding dominates on inductive effect. Therefore, if you see the order, means if our amine contains only methyl group, then its order is like this. Anyhow, highest is secondary, no doubt. Highest top rank is secondary, no doubt. Then what we are telling, exclusively methyl group is present, then hydrogen bond dominates on inductive effect. If hydrogen bond is considered, what is the order of amines? If hydrogen bond is considered, order is primary, secondary, tertiary. Hydrogen bond if you consider. That's why after secondary we have to write primary, then we have to write tertiary. This you have to remember. When alkyl group is very small, that is methyl only, then in that case hydrogen bond predominates on inductive effect. If you consider hydrogen bond phenomena, then after secondary will give importance to primary because primary is first. Right. Next point is if alkyl group is bigger than methyl group. If alkyl group is bigger than methyl group means that it may be ethyl, or propyl, etc. In this case, what happened? In this inductive effect predominates on hydrogen bonding. That's it. Means if alkyl group is bigger than methyl, if it may be ethyl, propyl, etc. In that case, inductive effect will be dominated on hydrogen bonding. If inductive effect is considered, what was the order then? The order was tertiary, secondary, primary. This already we have learned according to inductive effect. Therefore, here what will write order? Order is obviously secondary is the top rank. It may be methyl group or ethyl group or propyl group, irrespective of any group. Secondary is the top rank. Now, here we are telling plus I is dominating. If plus I dominates, tertiary will come first. Therefore, after secondary will write tertiary, then the primary will write. This is our order. That's it. That's why here example if you consider, suppose if I taken particularly primary amine purpose, I have taken methylamine, secondary amine, dimethylamine, tertiary amine, trimethylamine. If I taken suppose exclusively methyl group is present. Now, which is a more basic nature according to this order? First, secondary. Secondary means CH3 taken twice, NH. We can write this one. It is more basic nature because methyl group we are considering. Then after secondary we will go to primary. Primary means methylamine. Then the tertiary. Tertiary means this one. CH3, CH3. Directly we can write CH3 taken thrice, N. This is our answer. Next, suppose if our alkyl group is not methyl, it may be ethyl, propyl, etc. Then I will give you again examples. Suppose our alkyl groups are C2H5 NH2 and C2H5 taken twice NH and C2H5 taken thrice N. It is ethylamine, diethylamine, triethylamine, primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. Here, if you observe the alkyl groups, it is not methyl. Bigger group it is. If it is bigger group, then what is the order? Here already have mentioned. If alkyl group is bigger than methyl, if it is methyl, it is fixed order. Other than methyl, this is the order. That's why now secondary first. Secondary means this one. Right here, C2H5 taken twice, NH. Then after secondary we will go to tertiary. Tertiary means this one. C2H5 taken thrice, N. Then after tertiary primary. Primary means C2H5 NH2. That's it. If alkyl group is smaller, this is the order. If alkyl group is bigger, this is the order. It may be smaller alkyl group or bigger alkyl group, whatever it may be, last rank is ammonia. Ammonia will come last. That's it. Now, this is a basic character of amines, particularly in aqueous solution. This concept is very important. If you see any competitive examinations, compulsory based on this questions are asking. Then you have to observe carefully which amine group has given. Whether methyl group has given, this answer we have to write. Whether ethyl propyl group has given, then this answer we have to write. How it is obtained, I have explained clearly with the help of all the structures. Right. Next, till now we have compared alkyl amines versus ammonia. We have compared aliphatic amines versus ammonia. Next we will go to aromatic amines versus ammonia. That's it. Aromatic amines versus ammonia. Aryl amines versus ammonia. Right. First we will take ammonia as usual. When I react with acid, electron pair donating or proton accepting tendency, doesn't matter. We will get its corresponding cation, ammonium cation is obtained. Exactly. Aromatic amine I am taking aniline, suppose. aniline I have taken. It is also protonated. You will get anilinium cation. Anilinium cation is obtained. Right. Now question arises. Here also donating electron pair or proton accepting here, of course. Now here question arises whether ammonia electron pair donating ability more or aniline electron pair donating ability is more, which is having a more tendency to donate electron pair is a question mark. Means whether ammonia is more basic or aniline is more basic, which is more basic, we have to decide. Very simple. For that purpose also, again what we have to do, we have to discuss the stabilities of these cations, ammonium cations stabilities we have to discuss. Then as far as second reaction is concerned, what I am doing now, very one general reaction I will compare. That is, suppose sodium in the valence shell it is having one electron, that's why after losing that electron converted to sodium ion. Now already know whether sodium is stable or sodium ion is stable. Sodium ion is stable. That's why our sodium immediately converted to sodium ion. Sodium is not stable. Sodium ion is stable. A reaction takes place easily. Okay, right. But if you take a neon also suppose converted to neon ion. Suppose, just imagine. Now here, which is stable? Whether neon is stable or neon ion stable? Neon is stable and neon ion is not stable. You see here, reaction is not taking place. Okay, reaction is not taking place. This we have to apply here. That we have to apply here. Very simple. Now, in case of aniline, what is the problem? We'll see then. Here, first we'll discuss about regarding aniline. After that, we'll discuss about anilinium ion. Both we'll discuss. Right. First, as far as aniline is concerned, then this lone pair availability is less for donation. This lone pair is less available for donation. So why it is less available? Why it is less available means this lone pair is involving in the resonance. Here seems to be donating, of course, but here donating ability is less. An electron pair donating ability is less. Why electron pair donating ability is less? Because this electron pair is involved in the resonance. We'll see then. I'll write its resonance structures. Please try to understand. NH2, of course, lone pair. Here a lone pair pi bonds are in conjugation. Because of that reason resonance takes place. That is, a lone pair is shifting here. These pi electrons are shifted here. You will get total 5 resonance structures like this. After shifting, you will get double bond, NH2, and nitrogen is getting plus charge because nitrogen has given. And this bond remains same. We'll get here minus charge. This minus charge is shifted here. It is coming here. Next structure is upper bond remains same, NH2 plus. This bond remains the same. Then here new bond. Then we'll get a negative charge. Again it is shifted. It is shifted here. Old bond, here new bond we are getting negative charge, upper part NH2 plus. Next finally, this negative charge I am shifting inside and it is go back to its original place, and finally we will get the starting structure. Right. Then as far as aniline is concerned, this lone pair pi electrons are in conjugation. Because of that facility, lone pair is involved in the resonance. Means lone pair is coming towards ring. Lone pair is coming towards ring instead of going outside the ring. It is coming towards the ring. Means here this lone pair availability for donation is less. Right. Now aniline resonance structures total how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aniline is showing a total 5 resonance structures. Our aniline is showing 5 resonance structures. Right. Now we will discuss about anilinium cation resonance structures. Anilinium cation resonance structures are like this. After that we will decide whether aniline is more basic or less basic. Now I will write anilinium resonance structures. Very simple. NH3 plus. Here already nitrogen no lone pairs, means this part will not involve in the resonance. Therefore now only in the ring shifting takes place. Upper part remained as it is. Now whatever the pi bond is present, say it is number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also we give number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the double bond is present between 1 and 2 carbons. Here double bond will come between 2 and 3 carbons. Here 3 and 4, here 4 and 5. Here 5 and 6, here 1 and 6 will come. That's it. Means anilinium cation is showing only 2 resonance structures. Repeat. Aniline showing 5 resonance structures. Anilinium cation is showing after all 2 resonance structures. As far as aromatic compounds are concerned, more resonance structures, more is the stability. More resonance structures, more is the stability. Less resonance structures, less is the stability. Based on that phenomena, out of these two, which is stable? Aniline is stable. Why aniline is stable? Because aniline is having a 5 resonance structures. Obviously, aniline is stable. Anilinium cation is less stable. What is the conclusion? Conclusion is being more stable. Being more stable, it is not interested to convert it into less stable compound, because it is more stable, it is less stable. Just like neon plus electron. Here neon itself is stable. Neon itself is stable. That's why it is not converted into neon plus, because neon plus is not stable. Exactly, aniline is stable. Anilinium cation is not stable. That's why more stable, never converted into less stable. More stable, never converted into less stable means your electron pair donating ability is less. Because if it is donates electron pair, then only this cation is obtained. But your donating ability only less. Why it is not donating? Because itself is stable. Comparing with the product, reactant is stable. That's why this aniline is not interested to convert into anilinium cation. That's it. That's why here aniline basic nature is less than ammonia. Because in ammonia there is no any such problems. There is no any resonance phenomena here. Here in case of ammonia, electron pair availability is more. Comparing with aniline, in ammonia electron pair availability is more. That's why here electron pair donating ability is more. That's why when comparing with ammonia as well as aniline, ammonia is more basic nature. When comparing with the amines and ammonia, which is more basic nature, amines are more basic nature. That's all. Amines means aliphatic amines. That's why ammonia, aromatic amine. Ammonia is more basic nature. And ammonia, aliphatic amines, if you compare, aliphatic amines are more basic nature. This is the basic nature of various amines. In the next class, we will discuss about effect of substituents. Effect of substituents on the basic nature of this aromatic amines. Means I will substitute some groups like electron donating group is present, electron withdrawing group is present on the ring. What happens? Whether its basic nature increases or decreases, that will be discussed in our next class. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.